Good afternoon. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.
With the power vested in me by Badger Mountain Church in the great state of Colorado, I'm so happy to pronounce you officially married. Give me a kiss.
That's the sound of 75 couples getting married today at Loveland for Mountaintop Matrimony, a Valentine's Day tradition.
It's a very special day. There's so many couples that come up to either renew their vows, get married for the first time. We're just excited to be a part of it.
That was Loveland COO Rob Goodell. Most came to renew their vows, like Alan and Robin from Denver, celebrating 32 years.
We've got a very dear friend of ours named Jerry, and he used to be a ski patrol here. He's retired, can't ski, but 70 years old. He said, you got to do it. He said, it's beautiful, and that was it.
Saying I do for the 6th time at Loveland were Batman and Robin, a.k.a. Jake and Jesse, coming straight to the slopes after dropping off their kids in costume.
He didn't want me to walk him in because he thought everyone would think I was crazy.
Wearing rainbow onesies were Aaron and Becca, getting married twice in the past 4 weeks. From sea to summit.
We were in Hawaii on the Big Island on a catamaran, got married on a boat.
In authentic lederhosen was Brandon, wearing a scarf made by his wife.
We were high school sweethearts. Then when we were 19, we kind of went our way. 20 years later, we reconnected, blended our families. She's got 3 kids, I got 4, and we're all up here doing the Loveland matrimony.
Also getting married for the 2nd time, but the first time to each other, were Patrick and Monica from Denver.
This is a nice jacket from Goodwill, Capita snowboard pants, and that's about it.
We decided to go all black since it's our 2nd marriage. Go the opposite of what we once did.
Congratulations to all 75 couples today, and especially the 12 exchanging vows and rings for the very first time. You can see photos from the day up now on the Krystal 93 Facebook page. Charles Drawn of Glenwood Springs briefly appeared in court today from Summit County Jail, where he remains on $100,000 bond for threatening Summit Schools employees on Instagram. His public defender could not make today's hearing. Drawn is back in court next Tuesday. Gypsum contractor Peter Dillon was also in court today, 1 day early, where his attorney asked for more time to gather evidence. The judge granted it. Dillon is accused of reckless manslaughter for a fatal trench collapse in Breck. His next hearing is March 22nd. Neither of those men has made a plea yet in their cases. Police shot a man in Park County late last week. He is recovering. The man led police on a high-speed chase before holing up in a home near Bailey. He apparently told the homeowners he had broken down. Relatively quiet week last week for Summit County Sheriff's deputies with just 4 arrests. That's about 1/3 of the caseload from each of the previous 2 weeks. Ski Town visitors are hungry for powder and filling up lodges faster than expected. Analytics firm Intopia reports January was busier than it has been in the past 3 years. Bookings for spring and even summer are trending up after slow preseason sales. County commissioners are taking public comment on new short-term rental laws tomorrow. That meeting starts at 9:30 a.m. in Breck. The county took flack back in January when dozens of STR owners and managers came to a meeting and learned they would not be allowed to speak. Summit County Preschool in Frisco is raising tuition this May. Rates are going up 10% across the board. Families there already pay $1,600 per week for one preschooler. Colorado's new universal pre-K program will help some families if they qualify. Councils in Breckenridge and Frisco are hearing the latest on the Soul Center today. That is the multi-million-dollar nonprofit campus planned for north of Breck. The FIRC wants Breck to apply for a $600,000 grant and a donation of $100,000 from Frisco. In sports, the Avalanche play the Lightning tonight at 7. The U.S. ski team claimed its first win of the World Alpine Ski Championships this morning with an unlikely event, the mixed team parallel slalom. Americans Nina O'Brien, Paula Moltzan, River Radamus, and Tommy Ford beat Norway, the defending champs. And in local sports, Summit High girls basketball plays Vail Christian away today. Hockey's down on the Front Range for Mullen. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Vail Summit Orthopedics and Neurosurgery.